sir. Yes, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a great pleasure for me to join from Bangalore for this wonderful conference and very apt topic, no agile business amid tuna world for sustainability. I think each word itself talks a lot, and there is a scope for huge research on each areas. I'll just try to say a few words on each areas. At the outset, no, I congratulate the team BITM, the management department for organizing this wonderful international conference, and they have many delegates from overseas, and there is a team headed by the chairman of Dhaka International University, one of the leading private universities in Bangladesh, and I'm sure that they're having wonderful time in BITM. I missed it to physically travel, but blessed to the technology that even we can't go no physically, so we can connect over no internet. That's the beauty. That's the blessing, and we must make use of it. Thank you once again. And see, whenever we talk about, I think Professor, the previous speaker, spoke a lot on UN Sustainable Development Goal 2030 and also Millennium Development Goals. And there was some slowdown because of the COVID, and that had impacted across the world, all countries, right? But whenever the term sustainability comes, what comes in our mind? No, generally we talk about financial sustainability or economical viability, but there are two other parameters we need to take into account. The one is environmental protection, and other one is social equity. I think whatever prosperity, whatever growth we are talking about, that needs to be inclusive growth. Okay, that's very, very important. So equity and equality is very much important today. Okay, we need to take care in a welfare economy about the poor's, their well-being. Must address. So this sustainability talks about not only economical viability but also climate change, the environmental viability, and the social equity. So this part is very, very important. So business needs to be sustained on these broad three areas. Then only we can say that a business is sustainable. However, whenever we talk about sustainability, we think that financially business has to be sustainable, and that's what very popular during last 2.5 years. During pandemic time, there was a lot of pressure on finances. Okay, and all company was struggling, and we could see there is so much layoff, and people were struggling to manage both the ends. I think that's the very, very difficult time, and it taught us a lot of new lessons, and it also exposed some of the very popular philosophy or principles which were accepted as a norm, that that those things cannot withstand with time. Now this agile business, even we're talking about agile startup. So what exactly the agility means? It means fast and forward. You divide, it comes under project management. It says that you divide the work, delegate the work, continue, review it, assess, reassess it. Okay, so that you can do it faster and foolproof. I think this agile business is a concept based on lean philosophy. Okay, to reduce the wastage based on Six Sigma. I think we all know about Six Sigma. 3.4 defects among per million opportunities. Now, whether it is like Kanban, okay, approach in quality management, we have Kanban approach, which helps real time communication capacity and the transparency of work. You can see everything on a board, and that board is called Kanban board. We have the Scrum principle, which is also more or less similar like agile business, but it stands on three pillars like your transparency, inspection, and adaptation. So the time has come today, okay, not only for the corporate world, even for academia, we need to focus on the quality management. We need to ensure that sustainability. Notes in sustainability, the SDG, there is also quality education. Okay, under quality education, it comes into skill development, their employability. Okay, within this 17 SDG goals. So I think those things we need to include in our curriculum, and NEP 2020 already given that scope, integrated those requirements into our curriculum. That's something very, very wonderful. So we need to ensure that students coming out from our campus, not only they're academically sound, at the same time they have the requisite skill sets to find a good job in the corporate. I think that's very, very important, and they should be given enough exposure on climate change, environmental aspects. I think those things very, very important, with some kind of community work. I think that's another part which is there. The social equity, we need to, as an academician, we need to nurture, create mindset, some kind of philanthropical approach, and it's also part of the curriculum, some kind of community work, going to village and engage in some kind of activities. I think that's very, very important. So this agile business, the similar concept, I think we can incorporate even into education as well. The TQM, the total quality management, the lean philosophy already are integrated into academia to ensure that the optimum productivity and higher efficiency. I think that's very, very important, and I think that's how the world is looking for. Okay, because today we don't know this VUCA world. Okay, the volatile, uncertain, and complex. Okay, and ambiguity. Okay, this VUCA and the TUNA world. We don't know what's going to happen the next moment. The COVID was never expected, but it happened, and so on, so forth. The natural calamities and so many unexpected things may happen, but we need to be ready for any kind of this kind of untoward incidents. And what best part was in the COVID, and the lesson what it gave to all of us, I think that we need to keep it with us. That's now the flexibility and the adaptation. I think these two things are very, very important in the change management. We know that whenever there is some major things happen, and we need to be flexible and adapt that change, we have to do it very fast. And that's what everyone responded. Okay, but that was under pressure because there was no such options. Okay, so full academic world, they went to online. Students, they applied for the test, everything went on so well. Okay, managed so well for the 2 years. I think that's something fantastic. So the lesson what we could learn from this, that we need to have open mind. Okay, we need to embrace change. We need to be flexible and adaptable to take up the change and put it into practice. Okay, to ensure that we do well, that we are sustainable. I think that's very, very important for all of us. So thank you so much, the BITM team, for organizing this international conference, having so many papers, having delegates and the speakers across the world. And it shows the quality of the program and the topics which is kept. Okay, it's very, very relevant, very contemporary. I'm sure there are so many researchers, the paper presentations now will be presenting their papers online and offline. Definitely there will be many takeaways, and would like to have the proceedings of this conference, so that we all of us can learn from their good research, whatever they have done it. And thank you so much, Dr. Saida ma'am, being the coordinator of the program, and having organized and connecting with all of us. And this is the day 2, and it's going in a big way. Thank you so much, and thanks once again for extending this wonderful opportunity to connect online from Bangalore. Thank you. I wish the program a grand success. Thank you so much. Saida ma'am, kindly please take over.